All right, today I'm reacting to Abraham, Martin, and John by Dion. I think that's how it's pronounced. And this was from the late 60s. I think 1967. I think 1968. I was looking at the other videos and trying to figure out which one to do. He even did a new version of it. Like, he's still alive today. But I was like, I kind of want to hear the original. This was a tipped request. Thank you so much for tipping and sponsoring this video. It means a lot to me. If you want to put a request in, just follow my form to my link tree and my request form button, and it's a form, and then it ends up here, and then I know what to do, and then when it's done I mark it off. So let's go. Let's listen to this song. It's only 3 minutes. I don't even think I need to type anything because I'm just gonna, it's short. Let's go.
Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked round and he's gone. Didn't you that they stood for? Didn't they try to find some good for you and me? And we'll be free someday soon. He's gonna be one day. Anybody here see my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw him walking up over the hill with Abraham and Martin and John.
Okay, so I was thinking about that as it was going, and I'm like, what is this song about? And then I figured it out. I was like, wait, the late 60s, Abraham. And then I was like, okay, they're talking about Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, and John F. Kennedy, who were all assassinated, political assassinations. And it's a really, it's sad, but also really touching the way he does the song. It's not like a dirge. It's not like a dirge means like a funeral song. Okay. It's not all like sad and like it's like very it's kind of like where have they gone, you know? He's not saying they were killed. He's just saying, where have they gone? Has anyone seen them? Has anyone seen them? you know? It's a very innocent way to ask it, which I like. It's not just like, oh, these people were assassinated. But yeah, I mean, and then he's talking about how they created a lot of freedom for people, you know. I mean, Abraham Lincoln being from the North and fighting a civil war against the South, which they always say was about slavery. It was about slavery. It's also about other things too, but yeah, he was for freeing the slaves. And people didn't like that. And so they assassinated him, which is sad. It's sad because even though, wow, the 60s, we're in 2025. Does that mean it's like 60 years ago? Because it's like 40 years and then 20 more. That's crazy. So 60 years ago, you know, you would hope that like, oh, today we're going to be in a much more evolved world, but people are still doing political assassinations and they're still trying to silence things that they don't like. And, you know, if someone's stirring the pot too much, someone's like, oh, we'll just get rid of them. But you can't stop a movement, you know? Like one person, you can't really stop something. Like a ball is already rolling, you can't really stop it. That's the problem, is like when there's something that has to happen, like you can't just stop it like by taking out one person. It's like not here anyway. I don't know. I just think it's short-sighted. Maybe in like I don't know, smaller countries that are dictatorships or something, but like I don't know. With the internet nowadays and information just being more widely available, it's just crazy that anyone even tries. But yeah, I thought the song is just really nicely put together. There's like, you know, na 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 na, just kind of like happy vibes.
Can you tell me where he's gone?
Gone. He's a really nice voice. Organ.
Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good.
That's a flute, yeah. That's nice.
The things that they stood for. Soon, I thought I saw him walking up over the hill.
On Bull Hill? I gotta read these words now. Abraham, Martin, and John. Lyrics. All right, let's look at this. Can anybody tell me? All of our people seems a good die young. And then there's another song called Only the Good Die Young. Ding, 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 ding. Anybody see? Can you tell me where he's gone? They free a lot of people, but it seems the good die young. I just look around and he's gone. Okay, is it the same thing? Didn't you love the thing that they stood for? Didn't you try to find some good for you and me? And we'll be free. And someday it's gonna... Anyone has seen my old friend Bobby? Bobby. Then they changed the words after... what's his name? Wasn't there the other Kennedy assassinated around that time? I saw that in Forrest Gump. In LA, right? He was like running for president or something. Maybe this has the... I thought this was talking about John. Why are these lyrics so messed up? I can't deal with that. Da 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 da. Here we go. What does Wikipedia say? 1969. Producer Smokey Robinson. It was actually written by Dick Haller, recorded by Dion. Smokey Robinson also did it. Martin Gaye, okay. Bob Dylan covered it. Okay, Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Martin Luther King, and Robert F. Kennedy. Okay, it was in response to the assassination of the King and Robert Kennedy in 1968. Okay, this makes sense. Looked around and he's gone. After a bridge, the fourth and final verse mentions Bobby and ends with the description of him walking over the hill with the other three men. Okay, so they're up in heaven somewhere. Gentle folk rock production. Dion was a recovering heroin addict living in South Florida. What? Why did he get the song? Robert Kennedy's death, Smokey Robinson's Comedy Hour. It was different than his other stuff. Abraham, a single hit. Okay. Oh, oboe. Not a flute, the thing I heard, and French horn. Wow, it ranked really high. That's so cool. I like it. It's like, it's not as political as like some other 1960s songs, anti-Vietnam War songs I've heard before. I mean, it's like a, just kind of like a nice, like, oh, it's too bad they're gone, but not like, there's some real, anti-war late 60s songs that I know of. This one's a lot more gentle in nature, just like da na 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 na. Where has he gone? It's interesting, like, to bring Abraham Lincoln into it, because there were probably a ton of people between Abraham Lincoln. I mean, I know Abraham Lincoln was a president, and so was JF Kennedy, right? And so there was only so many sitting presidents who were assassinated while they were in office, right? So that's what they have in common. But there's a ton of people assassinated between that, and Martin Luther King wasn't a president at all. He was a religious figure, right? But he also, he was civil rights leader, right, and activist. So, but yeah. So I'm just saying it's interesting. It's like it all happened. I think it's because like Kennedy, and MLK Jr. all happened in the same very short time span. It was just very impactful, like in just terms of like the world being like, oh no, what are we gonna do now? Like we were making progress and now we're set back. So, and that's sad, but I don't know, that Kennedy family, I feel like they're like cursed or something, because I've just heard so many stories of like bad things happening to the Kennedys and like dying young. And now I just heard a granddaughter or something of one of them has cancer, and she's like 30 something with it. She just had a baby and has terminal cancer. And I'm like, something's crazy with that family. So if you guys know about the curse of the Kennedys, I'd be curious to know more. I'm always surprised, like here in California, Maria Shriver is a Kennedy. She was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course. So I'm always like, it's an interesting family. I don't know enough about it. I saw that Chappaqua movie, whatever, about the girl who drowned in a car. I saw that movie. So there's probably a lot more I need to know about this period, but I like it. I think it's sad, I don't know if a song like this could chart today. I don't know. It's just so simple. It's like so simple, yet sometimes the simplest songs are the most profound. I can't explain it. Like if something's just, it's just like, yeah, this is the truth. You don't have to flower it up. You don't have to do all this like backflips and somersaults and pomp and circumstance and effects. And it's just like simple. Just sing the song, have some nice instruments with it, and it charts, because it was probably really helping a lot of people cope with those assassinations, which were very shocking. I mean, I've heard people tell me what it was like when JFK was shot on TV. My parents told me, other people I've asked about it. It's like a very profound moment. I think in Wonder Years, I used to watch Wonder Years. I think in Wonder Years, that was one of the years that they covered. They did like the moon landing, the assassination of JFK. And it must have just been like a lot going on all at once. I mean, a lot of stuff was happening in the country all in this little span between like 1965 and 1970. So I just can't imagine. Like there's so many movies about that time period, so much music came out of that time period. It just must have been crazy. Like, so it's cool to have this time capsule like that. Anyway, cool. I hope you guys like this reaction. Hope it didn't get too political or anything. I was just trying, it was like, I had to talk about political assassinations because it's about political assassinations. So it's just sad. I even though it wasn't an assassination, I like to think about Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr, because they got in a duel. Now that was on purpose, right? Because you get in a duel, you're like, I will challenge you to a duel. And then, one person walks away. But it wasn't really an assassination, but it was, the death of Alexander Hamilton. So Anyway, Burr had been, He was a big figure from the musical. Brr. All right. I will see you guys next time. Woo! Bye.